All right, man. Detroit Lions might have a trap game uh, lined up for them when they take on the San Francisco 49ers. This was a game that a lot of 49ers and Lions fans have circled, and NFL has circled as um, one of the best games possibly of the year. People thought the number one seed could be up for grabs. I told my 49er homie it wouldn't be. I said the 49ers will fall off this year. Simple fact of the Super Bowl's bridesmaids contest or the bridesmaid. Like when you come up the runner up, like I just figured that usually the Super Bowl loser always, they always have a hangover. People talking about the curse of Madden. The only real time I can remember in recent history, the Super Bowl hangover, loser hangover, a runner up hangover didn't really affect with the Cincinnati Bengals. But remember, they started off with a filthy. They always start off slow, and they ride the ship. And I felt like they got cheated versus Kansas City in the AFC Championship playoffs. That was just my personal opinion, right? So yeah, that was my personal opinion on that. But yeah, it's a trap game. San Francisco was eliminated last week. I think before they played that game against Miami, I think they might have lost that game. But beat up. Ayuk out for the season. Christian McCaffrey out for the season with a leg. Was out for the majority of the reason. Down a second, third quarterback. They got Brock Purdy. Debo kind of been under scrutiny. A lot of people saying that Debo Samuels, is worried about his fashion and gained some weight and he didn't care no more if he got his money and all those different type of things you hear, man. But still got some really good ballers over there. Bosa and Fred Warner. They just got Greenlaw back. I think he tore his leg up in the Super Bowl. So a lot of people thought this is going to be the game that possibly decided the NFC. But like I said, that Super Bowl, runner-up hangover, man, that's not a curse, or that's not a curse that people talk about a lot. Usually it's more the Madden curse and all that type of stuff, but they don't speak on it enough, in my opinion, man. That Super Bowl runner-up is deadly. When you lose a Super Bowl as runner-up, it's deadly. I think Kansas City survived it, though. Let me say that, too. Kansas City survived it, but you got to remember, too, both they starting tackles was out for that Super Bowl with Tom Brady and them too. So, they were sick with the virus or whatever that was going around that time. So yeah, that did happen, but they had like him in Cincinnati are like two of the anomalies or whatever that happened. But Pistons Lions are 3.5 point favorite on the road. Customary, the home team also automatically get 3 points. So it's more than a 3 point swing in Detroit favor. So that spread may not seem like a lot, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Being a road team, traveling to the Pacific time zone, which is always tough when you're going across the country. But I think the Lions coming off a game in Chicago that's not too far from the crib. So 2 road games. Obviously, there's probably some revenge that want to be dished here, so some extra motivation. If they win this week and Minnesota lose this week, they clinch the NFC North, and I think they might clinch the number 1 overall seed. So this game will be Monday, so they have an opportunity to see what Minnesota already did or didn't do versus the Green Bay Packers. I think that game is actually – is it a 1 o'clock game? Let's double check. Got some games on tomorrow on Netflix, Kansas City, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Houston. I feel like they just played like a day or two ago. That's what it feel like, but I feel like Kansas City just played Saturday, right? Damn, they don't give a fuck about the players. Excuse my language. So it seemed like Green Bay and Minnesota should be flexed to Monday night. I'm a fair guy. Sunday night, not a bad game either, though. We're gonna explain that in 1 second. So they had a 4 o'clock game. So they probably the Fox game of the week. It probably was originally going to be Philly and Dallas, but they the game of the week. But in Sunday night is not a bad game. You got Michael Penix Jr. fresh off his win over who the hell did they play? Oh, the Giants. playing the Washington Commanders. So Phoenix versus Jaden Daniels. And then obviously you got this game on Monday night. 51.5 is the over and under. San Francisco got a good chance to win at 38.8% chance, 60.8% chance for the Lions. I don't think it'll be an easy win for them, but because San Francisco not playing for nothing. But St. Brown, another amazing year. Goff is balling. I think he like fourth in touchdowns. I think Joe Burrow leads with 39 touchdowns. Lamar's right at him with 37. I mean, fourth out. I think Goff is second in yardage. I think only person ahead of Goff might be Geno or somebody. But Goff and somebody else is the only two quarterbacks with over 4,000 yards so far. So in a regular NFL season, this would be the last week for 16 games. So yes, Burrows is the only guy over Jared Goff in passing yards. So, but Goff is completing 71.4% of his passes, which is ridiculous. 4,095 yards for Goff. He has 30. He has 32 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He threw like 4 or 5 of them in one game too. Let's keep it funky. So touchdown leaders: 39, Burrow, Jackson 37, Baker 34, Goff 33, followed by Darnold 32. So and Josh Allen only threw for 26. But he balling though. And then you talking about completion percentage. Tua is leading the league in completion percentage by 72.9%. Got to remember he missed a couple games this season too. So yeah, that's just to kind of give you a little bit. So but yeah, man. But yeah, man. So Goff is balling really on the MVP type level, for sure. But yeah, let's keep going. Jahmyr Gibbs, 1,156 yards, rushing, 209 carries, 12 TDs. Where he's staying. I mean, might as well give y'all an update. He's 7th in rushing right now. He's behind Schubert Hubbard, Bijan Robinson. Not too far behind those guys. About what? 40 yards behind them. Josh Jacobs, 12-16. Kyron Williams, Henry, and Saquon. But you look at the attempts, he only got 209 attempts. The three guys below him: 237, Jonathan Taylor; 232, James Conner. He balling too. Aaron Jones, 233. Go above him, 250. 40 yards on what? 40 plus more attempts. 259 compared to 209. 50 more attempts. 278. 71 more attempts. 303. Almost 100 more attempts. Saquon does have 100 more attempts. Derrick Henry has over 69 more attempts than he do. So that just let you know, he got fresh legs right now, man. So for sure. But St. Brown doing his thing, 101 yards, 1,026 and 11 TDs. And it seemed like it's kind of been quiet for tight ends. Purdy, 3,487 yards, 17-10 TDs. They've been struggling all year with weaponry. Jordan Mason, he out. Set 153 carries, 789, 3 TDs. And George Kittle's our level, 68 receptions, 967 yards, 8 TDs. You got to love an Iowa tight end, by the way. And we'll look at the receiving yards in a minute. Right now, Glasgow questionable. He got a knee and his own IR. He expected back January 11th. Now, if you ask me, that's just a tentative date. So if they win out next week, they win this week, win next week, and they get the bye or end up with the bye, he would be eligible to return during the bye. So, yep, during the bye. Carlton Davis, February 10th. I think that date might be a little bit off, but he might be done. Jalen Maven, David Montgomery, he out right now for them. Robert Beal Jr., defensive end, questionable. Spencer Bruford, questionable. Trent Williams, Jalen Moore, and Aaron Banks, all questionable, and they've lost 4 of their last 5. 6-9, 4-4 at the crib. Just a bunch of injuries. We won 4 of our last 5, only getting beat by the Bills of Buffalo. So yeah, man, they did a number. They're a good football team. They just ain't healthy, and they lost the Super Bowl. It's just like a curse that come with that. For real, it's just a curse that come with that. So, but nonetheless, for them to win the football game, they got no pressure on them. Um, they have zero pressure on them. So run the football, play action, hit plays down the field, get jiggy with trick plays. Just run the football, try to get the run game going, and get the ball to Kittles and Debo Samuels and the Ricky guy. Just get your ball to your playmakers. Defensively, stop the run, stop Gibbs. No Montgomery there, stop them. Make the Lions one dimensional, make Goff beat you, even though Goff had great numbers versus the Bills. That's what you want. You want Goff throwing 400 yards. That's what you want. You want him throwing for all those yards. That's exactly what you want. The run game, eat up time, and wear down defenses. So, yeah, that's pretty much what you want, to be honest. So, but yeah, it is what it is. The Lions, same thing. Run the ball, play action, get downfield, stop the run, make Brock Purdy hold the football, make them make indecisive decisions, get pressure on them. Hopefully, you can do that, and then they'll win the game. But I think the Lions. I think it's going to be a competitive game. I think the Lions win 28-29, 1-point game. I think it'd be competitive because they're not playing for nothing. And them type of teams are dangerous. But they're a prideful bunch. Kyle Shanahan ain't going nowhere. Could they be jockeying for draft position? That could be a possibility. But hey, check out the Detroit Lions talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. I need to reach out, Facebook, IGX. Appreciate the love, support like the Lions by one. Peace.